There was a right uppercut, and down goes Jesus Paul. And behind him drives Paul into the corner. And Paul is in big trouble again. Stumbles.
Lagi niyong sundan, huwag magpapahuli. Pag-usapan ni bakbakan.
Sa Philippine boxing, isa ito sa pinakamatinding boksingero bago pa man sumikat ang mga pangalang Manny Pacquiao at Nonito Donaire sa Amerika. May isang Pinoy world champion na noon pa ay kinatatakutan dahil bumiktima na ito ng maraming Amerikano at Mexicano kasama na ang 3 world champions. At isang WBA super bantamweight champion, siya ang tinaguriang Hawaiian Punch na si Jesus Salud. May kartadang 63 wins, 38 dito ay knockouts. Ipinanganak sa Sinait, Ilocos Sur at naninirahan na sa Honolulu, Hawaii. Matapos makuha ni Salud ang WBA Super Bantamweight title kontra kay Juan Jose Estrada ng Mexico, umakyat siya sa featherweight division. Dito, hinarap niya ang Venezuelan champion na si Jesus Paul na may kartadang 25 wins at 14 na knockouts at walang talo. Bago ang laban, palike at subscribe na lang. Malaking tulong yan sa aming mga content creator. Pagbungad ng round 1, agad nagpalitan ng malalakas na suntok ang dalawang boksingero. Si Salud ang naka-yellow-green trunks at agresibo agad ang galaw.
Salud, that was only an 8-round fight.
Throws the numbers computation through the roof. Let's see how he reacts tonight. The polls come out a little bit dry here so far. Doesn't really seem to be totally losing.
With Zavala, as we mentioned, with Salud, which Salud, we'll see quite that many tonight. Nice right hand by Salud.
These styles would discourage that many, but that fight was yet another advertisement for the lower weights. They produce so much more action often than the heavyweights.
That time was Paul with the right hand, lead to Salud coming.
Go inside.
Good nicknames tonight. Salud, the Hawaiian Punch. I like that.
Yeah, Paul makes that mistake later
From what we saw in the last fight of Salud's with
Paul wants to be outside. That's where he'll do best in this fight.
play at these weights, but in this case, I think it's quite a difference. End of round 1, we'll be back through against Zavala. And of course, the
Round 2 at 3 mga tol, patuloy pa rin ng mainit na salpukan ng dalawang boxers. Solido ng mga suntok ang pinapatama ng dalawang boxers sa isa't isa.
And a lot of it, you can see the looping punches, the tentative jab he throws out just to repeat it. And I think what Zavala, what Salud has to do is get inside here and really pound the body no matter what it takes to get inside, even if he gets hit with a couple shots. Get in there and get those hands moving.
And here are the numbers we spoke of. Only 44 punches thrown and 19 connects for Salud. Now, Paul threw a lot more punches, but only connected on 3 more.
Yeah, and a lot of it, you can see the looping punches. The outside.
A little low. Paul got much to...
Picked off the jab and then landed one of his own. Big punching statistics are not always known for defense.
Now, right hand by Paul.
He's trying to get underneath there and go to the body. If he slows Paul down, it's really his fight.
I wouldn't think Paul would want to be where he is right now.
For a fight, but he has fought on the inside in the past.
Jesse Reed has joined us on his... Is that a pep talk, or do you really believe that?
No, I really believe that. So the difference in weight is a big difference, and also in size. But the difference right now is not lean in so much and give his head away. He's got a good height advantage. He just try to use it and punch with him. Stay with him when he's punching to try to win the exchange. But as you're bending over at his waist, he makes himself
In the fight, spending as much time in the ropes as he's shown so far.
Sa round 3, mainit pa rin ang sagutan. Parehong naghahanap ng pagkakataon para maipakita ang knockout power nila.
That's it now. Jesse, you made a comment in the corner to Jesus Paul that I thought was interesting, that he is stronger than Salud.
I think it's a good time to face a Salud because he would be naturally taking
Nothing away from Jesus Salud, but the cut in this Zavala fight, serious cut over Zavala's eye, that I believe took something like 35 stitches. They had a little plastic surgery to get it closed. Had a lot to do with that victory. This is our main event. Jesus,
But stay with him when he's punching to try to win the exchange. But as you see, he's got a bad habit of bending over at his waist. He makes himself short.
Jesse, can he win the fight spending as much time in the ropes as he's shown? No, because he's coming around the side with his punches, and there's a sort of a peekaboo defense, but he gets around it.
end of round 3. Again, a very close round. Remember, Salud is...
At times difficult to fight.
Landed more. That's the story of the fight.
Salud has put himself in a good position to make the most of his punching room. Now, Paul has slowed down the punch numbers in the fight, but he hasn't been altogether accurate because he's punching down and he's not comfortable with that.
Take a look at your...
Tuloy ng mga rounds.
He's got to change.
And again, Cole fighting with his back to the ropes. And even though he's getting there more than 5th round, Jesus Cole, and we'll see what kind of tactics Cole uses. Work on in the gym. We'd like to have him do a little more. Stay close. Surprising you at all. He seems to be fighting with his back to the ropes more than any of us thought.
No, we anticipated, which is fine for Jesus. He just has to get a little busy.
Really starting to take control of the fight.
Yes, I think at a
Pagtungtong sa kalagitnaan ng laban, tuloy-tuloy ang mabilis at malinis na kombinasyon ng dalawang mandirigma. Walang umatras, walang napagod. Matira-matibay ang labanan.
More than any of us thought.
no, we thought he was going to run. Actually, he's a lot more stationary than we anticipated, which is fine for Jesus. He just has to get a little busier.
It's looking like your man that was starting to turn the fight his way, really starting to take control of the fight. He's throwing punches, 1, maybe 2, zoning.
Salud has adjusted to Paul and getting inside.
And Salud making Cole throw punches inside, which is really not what he does best, not what he wants to do. You can almost see the way he throws his punches. He doesn't seem to be very comfortable. Nice uppercut there, and a right hand over the top, and that might have hurt Cole. Salud,
Good observation on his part, trying to find out.
he asked Abel Sanchez, he said, am I losing?
Good observation on his part, trying to find out because it's not the typical style he's used to. Awkward fighter, he wonders if he's doing enough, and he is now.
Through the first 5 rounds, you can see Paul still throwing more punches, but Salud is landing more punches, and that is what counts, folks. And Salud, uppercut from long range, tough punch to throw. Introduce the crowd to the fighters.
Sa puntong ito mga tol, talagang nagsusubukan ang dalawang boxers kung sino talaga sa kanila ang may matigas na panga. Matitinding palitan ng mga suntok ang ating mapapanood at solido rin ang mga binibitawan ng dalawang boxers.
Two guys, get them out of their rhythm, make them lunge. Visual graphics in the corner from the trainer.
We'd see him on Monday Night Football, I'll tell you that. Look at the jabs through 6 rounds. And as you can see, Salud actually has more than Paul. You would think Paul would have more than Salud.
And that's his key. That's why he's not doing better in this fight, and that's why he's not getting to 4 or 5.
Coming to the end of round 7, and Salud starting to pick the pace up and might have hurt Jesus Cole at the end of the 7th.
Really driving Paul off the mark now.
Jesse Reed actually thought that Cole won 2/3 of that last round.
Speech. If you figure in the long-term relationship between fighter and trainer, he's letting Cole know what's possible. possible if he works. He's tired too, and that's why the connect percentage has gone way down. When a fighter's tired, the punches just...
Sa huling minuto ng round 8 mga tol, isang solidong suntok ang
Sa round 8, isang solidong tama mula kay Salud ang nagpatumba kay Paul. Ngunit nakatayo pa ito at lumaban.
Jesse Reed suggested.
He looks tired too, and that's why the connect percentage has gone way down. When a fighter's tired, the punches just are caught out there. No real purpose. They'd be doing Cole a favor to stop it. He's tired and a big target now to get hurt.
The uppercut that started him off. And another right hand. Still 35 seconds to go for Jesus Paul. And another right hand, flush on the chin. Drives Paul into the ropes. He's ready to go again.
Tumama muli ang isang malakas na kanan mula kay Salud. Bumagsak ulit si Paul, ngunit nalampasan pa nito ang bilang ng referee.
There is no free knockdown rule here.
Just stop it on principle.
They're going to let it go. He's got 7 seconds to get through the round. And another right hand drives him into the ropes. And Jesus Paul did get through the round.
Sa round siyam, lalong lumakas ang mga tira ni Salud. Ramdam na tinatamaan si Paul at hirap na sa depensa.
First enemy here, that's why he can't stop the onslaught of Salud. The arms are down, he's tired, and Salud smells blood.
Salud had him down twice in the last round. It's a very lopsided fight. Paul will have to knock Salud out to win the fight. I question whether that's a possibility. Bottom line is, I don't think they'll go.
Salud, and he capitalized.
Right hand, a left hand behind it, and the other right. I'm tired again.
Well, he's right for a couple shots. Ring he had against Zavala. Hasn't done the job yet, but he's getting close.
Another right hand drives him backward. Won't go far, I can promise you that.
10 seconds, Paul. 10 seconds. 10 seconds.
Trying to weigh his shot. I like it.
Salud is looking for that uppercut.
He's got a will to stay in here and get all the way through.
It'll take long to follow. And here's the total numbers for the fight. You can see what Salud has done, and we start to open Paul up again. Paul simply has it.
Pagsapit ng round 10, sa dami ng solidong tira ni Salud, napayakap na lang ang undefeated champion.
Paul up again. Paul simply has to get out of there.
Right uppercut by Salud, still effective.
Pinanata na ng husto, isalud ang Venezuelan boxer.
There was a right hand and a left hand behind it. It drives Paul into the corner. And Paul is in big trouble again. Stumbles.
Mula sa solidong suntok ng Pinoy, bagsak ulit si Paul, ngunit nagpakita pa ito ng tapang.
And still a long way to go, over a minute in the final round. And Paul will do well to finish the fight.
Sa sobrang
Dahil nahihirapan ng depensahan ng champion ang mga suntok ng Pinoy, nagpasya na ang referee na itigil na ang laban. Panalo si Jesus Salud by technical knockout at kinatatakutan ito sa kanyang division. Ano naman ang masasabi ninyo sa performance ni Salud? Dapat ba itong tularan ng mga batong Pinoy boxers? Kung gusto mong ma-update sa mga videong katulad nito, iwanan lang ang inyong suporta.
Lagi niyong sundan, huwag magpapahuli. Pag-usapan ni bakbakan, balita niya at laban. Mga Pinoy na di nagpapagapi. Salamat sa mga suporta na lagi nandyan.